Hello and welcome back to the Fluctuating Dev channel. Today I'm going to be creating a top-down 2D movement. First I'm going to start off by making a green background just like grass. Next, my aim is to create a new 2D sprite. I'm going to give it a random, just one of the sprite shapes. This doesn't really matter and you can change it later to an image you want. I'm going to colour mine red so that it works against the green, and I'm just going to size it up so you can see it a little bit better on the screen. Next I'm going to rename my sprite to player. This is incredibly important so later down the line you don't forget it and get lost. The next thing you need to do is add a box collider 2D, not 3D or normal, just make it a 2D box collider. Next, what we need to do is change the shape so that our box collider is close around our item or player. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going to make a new script, which is going to be for the movement. As you can see, new script, then I'm going to just type in movement and then you can call it what it wants. It will now load and I'll speed this bit up so you can see the loading, but once you're in Visual Studio, I'll catch up with you. So here we are in Visual Studio. I'm going to start by cutting out the void start mechanism. And I'm going to start by writing what you can see on the screen. I won't read it all out as you can hopefully see it, but I'll read out and explain what it does along the way. So we're starting off by setting this to speeds. You can change this in the inspector window as you will later see. So there are two, it's a vector 2, so you can have the speed on the x-axis and also the speed on the y-axis. Now I'm just going to quickly delete this because it's not important and then go into the update function. Firstly, I'm going to get the input on both the x and y axis. This is a fairly simple thing and it's you'll use this a lot if you're making different controllers. Unity already has set in horizontal and vertical controls, so all you need to do is store them as input x and input y, as you can see I'm doing now. Now there will be a few bugs in the bottom as you can see as you go along, but don't let these stunt your progress, just deal with them later. Now I'm going to add a new vector 3. This is for our movement, if I can spell it correctly that is. So this now is showing using, I don't know how to explain it, this is going to use both our speed in collaboration even with our vertical and horizontal axis to be able to move us. So as I said earlier, just copy what's on the screen, you can slow it down if needs be. So finally we just add the last line which defines movement using time.delta time. This is a very important part of Unity movement as a whole. And I was incorrect, one more line, this is the transform.translate, which actually moves our character. The rest was just getting the numbers. Okay, so this is now done. You can save this project and then head back into Unity. I'll see you there. And now we're back in Unity. If we check in the hierarchy, we can see our speeds are set at 50-50, so let's play and see how it goes. And using our horizontal, so left and right and WASD keys, we can move. This is pretty cool and it works really fast. This tutorial has worked, but I think our player's a little too fast. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to change both to 10. I'm going to give this a go. This is a really important part of game development, changing and altering. So now we try with 10 and 10 and I feel that's much smoother. So I think that's the end of this tutorial for today. I'm going to continue with the sort of 2D top-down sort of controller game, and in the next episode I think I'm going to tackle minimaps, so stay tuned for that and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Also, PS, just before I go, this is a super new channel, so if you could subscribe, that would mean the world to me.